What do you know about home to sell contingencies? What do you know about kick-out rights? What do you know about the paperwork if you're going to do a contingency and the paperwork to make the kick-out rights go into effect? What do you do if you have a home that you represent a buyer on and it was contingent on your buyer selling their home and you get a kick-out notice from the seller? How do you respond to it? And what form do you use? Now, I know we haven't had to know this stuff in a long time, guys, but this is incredibly important. I ran a report this morning, 167 properties in the MLS with contingencies. So contingencies are moving towards popularity again. It is time for us to shift. We need to shift fast. We need to know how to handle it before we're forced to handle it. So this next Tuesday at 10 o'clock at our training, we are going to dig deep into that. Now, when I say we, unfortunately, I will not be able to be there. I'm going to be at a broker meeting in Las Vegas. But Ross is going to be teaching that class. Ross is going to be handing out all the forms. We're going to be going through the forms. And Ross is going to show you the perspective from a buyer who's trying to buy a house and they need to sell their home. And then he's going to show you the perspective from a seller who gets an offer from one of those buyers, and maybe how we would negotiate some of those default dates and why you want some differences in those. Guys, it is so important that we shift on this and that you are prepared for that, because 167 people have already done it. And then maybe when you're looking for houses, you can look at those contingencies if you have a buyer and ask yourself, is there something contingent, maybe with a kick-out rate, that my buyer may want? And we may be able to kick a different buyer to the curb and get a good deal on that house. All of this is incredibly important. We haven't had to do it for a while, but it is coming back. And you need to make time. If you are not an expert on those forms, if you're not an expert on how to do this properly, you need to make time to be at that training this coming Tuesday at 10 o'clock. Guys, as always, I appreciate you. If you need me this next week, I will be, like I said, I've got a trip. I fly back in Wednesday night. I have a speaking engagement here Thursday night with the county, the last of those speaking engagements I have. And then Friday, I'm going to be out of town again for about 5 or 6 days. And then I'm back. Then we have the Tech and Touch conference. And if you have not registered for that, please go register, because I'd like to see your faces there when I talk. Have a great weekend. Keep selling real estate. Keep focused. Don't let the negativity get to you out there. And I'll chat with you soon.